Alright, let's do this thing. We are almost ready to go. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, look at that, we're live. What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and we're about to do the thing. We on that Xbox Uno, and we are trying to get ourselves a couple characters up to level 60 here today. We are closing in on having all the characters at level 60, so right now I only have 11 to go because obviously Spider-Man has already reached that point. But I think we should be able to hopefully get these three here to level 60 in this stream since I have them so close. We are going to just go fast action and get things going. So we want to get Doc Strange. We should be able to get him pretty quick. Then we'll go to Ghost Rider, and then we'll do Magic. I think we should be able to do it. There is a 15% server-side XP bonus on top of all your extra bonuses that you might be carrying. And we'll go ahead and open it up for some people now. I'm going to go straight to Chapter 9 because I think that's where the XP is the greatest. And let us go to Chapter 9. Looks like I did trials for some reason with Doc Strange. I don't remember doing that, so we're going to go to Lower Asgard and do this thing. Tapping Alvexis, Parker Smith, Jeff Hardy, Gilk1, Geek Gaming. Well, actually, I was first. Whatever. What's happening, Crazy Kid? I'm Swift. 8 Milo with that XP Life. Daniel Pimentel. Disciple of Fear. Do I think War Machine DLC is worth it? I mean, he's okay. I like him more on console than I do PC, I'll say that. There are some mechanics I don't love, but overall, he's not awful. I know that's not exactly the biggest ringing endorsement ever, but, you know, is what it is. So we're just going to go fight Malekith over here. We're just trying to get that XP life going, and get credit for killing Malekith. That'd be great. Not that we're really getting credit for it, but we're very close to level 60 with Doctor Strange. As a matter of fact, that did not do it, but close. Tapping Adrian Williams. What's happening, Gerardo Gamer. I think all their servers are together, which is not abnormal for games. So I don't know what happened yesterday, but what I do know is it's kind of normal. I mean, unfortunately, servers go down. It is what it is. They don't host their own servers off site, so
that could have been avoided.
You know, sometimes it happens and it sucks. And usually when something like this happens, they'll go ahead and reward us with some bonus XP. Like they're doing now. This is the first time they've had to do it on console, so all things considered. Am I going to get on PS4 today? Maybe. I want to get these three characters to level 60. Magic, Doctor Strange, and Ghost Rider. If I can get those three to level 60, because they're pretty up there. Like a lot of the grind is already done for those three. If I can get those three to level 60 and I have a little bit of time left, I'll try to get on PS4, but, you know, no guarantees. I'm so close to having all the characters level 60 on Xbox One. That's really my focus right now, so. Anyway. Tapping Perry Bat. Does this end at midnight? No. The XP boost ends in 6.5 hours. The stream, probably about 2 hours. Have I just abandoned JayShockblast Extra? Yes, I announced that. It's just not, it was an experiment from the start, and it did not work out the way that I hoped it would, so, I just decided to pull the plug, and, with me being with Machinima now, it was just easier. Tapping Raider Outlaws. No worry, Deception, I have no idea what you mean, so. What is good, old school kid? Having a good time over here. 8 Mile likes War Machine, and Raider Outlaw seems like likes War Machine. I don't have a problem with War Machine. I feel like Astros would kill me if I ever said anything negative about him. But I enjoy Iron Man more. But War Machine is pretty cool. Like I said, I like him way more on console than I do on PC. I think Raider Outlaw kind of nailed it. He's not weak, not OP, above average though. I think that's a really good assessment. So I don't really feel like, a lot of people say that this is the best place to farm XP, and I don't know, maybe I am getting the XP and I just don't know it. I mean, we're about to hit level 55. We started as 53. We were almost 54 though, so I mean, maybe I'm doing better than I think. Yes, Disciple, that's my biggest complaint about War Machine, is he runs out of spirit a lot. And I know there's things that you can do with that, but I get agitated when they run out of their resources really fast. He's definitely one of those characters you want to have like McCran Crystal for a legendary, because once you get that plus 200 to his spirit, I think he's a little bit better. But yeah, he also has like a secondary resource that you can turn off once you get into your get into your specs, and that's like heat. He can overheat, and I don't like it when characters have those kind of secondary things. It's kind of like my beast blade. But yeah, you can turn that stuff off eventually. There are definitely ways to do it. See, I don't actually like his overheating personally. Actually, this is actually good for XP. I'm about to hit level 56 too. Alright, I can see why people do this. My question is, at level 38, is magic going to be strong enough to come here? Oh yeah, this is the spot where we want to do everything, because Ancient Ruin site in chapter 9? Okay. Well, I'm actually doing pretty good now. I know that I've done this section of the level before, and whenever I do it, I get a ton of XP. So we're doing alright right now. Once we get Doctor Strange to level 60, we'll go ahead and we'll try the Ancient Ruin site next time. Tapping KM, 300 KM. See, for me, like, I understand that there's ways to adjust everything based on perks and that kind of second tier of abilities, and that's cool. I just like the pick up and go characters though. Like, I know it's I like it a little bit more simplified. I know that there are people that, like, one of their favorite parts about games like this is trying to, create fun and interesting builds. But that's not typically the way that I enjoy the game. I just like to be able to pick it up and go. I want the default abilities to feel fun. That way, if I forget to add a perk or whatever, it's like not really a big deal. So, right now we're in Lower Asgard, I believe. But yeah, we're actually full with the squad, so. Don't worry, we'll switch up squads. We'll switch up squads here eventually.
I should chuck your head into the heart of
So yeah, we are actually getting XP pretty quick now, I think. Like, we'll probably hit level 58 with Malekith here. And honestly, see, there's 58. This is honestly pretty quick XP. I heard a rumor that the multiplier of 15% is is 15% on top of whatever boost you have active, so... Like, it's not 15% of the standard XP, it's 15% of your 100%, like, your regular XP plus the 100% plus whatever boost you have active. I think it's 15% of that. Oh guys, I can't believe that we've made it like 11 minutes into the stream and I haven't asked you to tap that like button. That is right, we need to hashtag tappa that like button. It helps. Got to hashtag tap the like button. Gonna have a tapathon. Alright, I've had enough of the tap.
Let all deny world take. I cannot endure much longer.
Yeah, my war machine's mostly ranged too. I do still keep like his chainsaw punch thing going. Like his default like attack. Did I not get any XP for that? Alright, so... Chapter 9. Oh, trolling through Asgard. Let's go ahead and defeat 2 more rock trolls. Mission reward. Cool. So I guess we need to beat 2 more rock trolls. I didn't realize I had that legendary quest going. Yeah, Travaris, Elektra's coming out next. We do not have a release date, although they did kind of tease that it is possible that we might see them in time for the Netflix show. So I thought that was kind of the plan all along, was to have it ready to go in time for Netflix. But then they had this Mighty Women loot box come out. And one thing they kind of sort of teased a little bit during the live stream they did the other day was that the Mighty Women loot box would only be available for kind of a short time. So, what's happening, Magator? Tapping Charlie Easley, I'm a big reason why I play the game. Well, I love hearing that, and I'm glad that you're enjoying. It sounds like you're enjoying. Alright, one more rock troll, and we've got ourselves a legendary done. So there's 59. So I think we went from 53. It's basically going to have taken us 15 minutes with all these XP boosts and the extra 15%. It's going to have taken us about 15 minutes to go from level 53 to level 60, which, you know, those are some of the higher, you know, ones for XP anyway to level. And you need more XP for that. Oh, so there it is, level 60.
Study it.
All right, let me catch up. Let's see. Tapping a random guy, man. Tapping Alan Calvillo. Tapping a Valber Paradox. Tapping a Spider Knight. All right, so we got ourselves to level 60 with Doctor Strange. So let's go ahead and open up that boost or that box for hitting level 60. Marvelous loot box.
And an Avenger. I want to honor her by being the best of both worlds.
So we got Marvelous Essence, we got an XP boost, a combo boost, and a random hero ultimate gift. So there we go, there's that. So that was actually a pretty good box, I think. And the random hero is Black Widow. Sad face. Alright, let me go ahead and switch to Black Widow real quick so I can get rid of that.
I have the intel.
Am I a fan of
Time to
Havoc?
work.
Havoc is actually one of my favorite team-ups. I would actually love it if we could play as Havoc. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and switch to our next character that we're going to try to get to level 60. And it's going to be
The World
Ghost
Mind
Rider.
says hello, too.
I don't use his original costume very often, so we're going to do that. So, shout-outs to whoever's in the group. We got Bones, DR, Hokage Chili, Old School Kid, YT, and Pre-Swift. So, let me just check this real quick.
You have vile taste in role models, Daredevil.
Alright, so we are going to go... Shoot, let's just go to Chapter 9. And the Ancient Ruin site is what I was instructed, so I don't meet the requirements. Story. So I was told Ancient Ruin site. Oh, you meant the thrash metal band? No. I'm not a Havoc guy. Alright, so I did realize that we leveled up really fast with Doctor Strange because I have passed trial before, apparently. What's happening to LB? What's happening to Full W? Oh no! You're on a plane all day? That sucks. Yeah, unfortunately some server issues yesterday, but what's happening, Dan Mad 345?
Pull back!
You wanted to be an enhanced for Cyclops? No, it's cool, Josh Savage. We will we'll open up the party pretty soon. Let everybody play for a little bit.
They must have deadly iron!
What's happening, Wolf Team? I'm not doing bad, Hero. Thanks for stopping by. I have a confession. Something I want to kind of get off my chest a little bit. So I could not sleep last night. So I started watching Supergirl Season 1. I only watched like the first 3 or 4 issues, or episodes. And I figured, you know what, I really need to get caught up on Supergirl. So I'm just going to start watching it now. And I was having a hard time sleeping last night. So I figured I was going to jump on Marvel Heroes on PC. Just to hopefully, you know, get tired and whatever. I was running around with Rocket Raccoon, who I have on Cosmic Prestige right now, level 47. And I was just trying to at least level up 1. And usually when I log on to Marvel Heroes, I close the chat box. But I made the mistake of leaving it open, and I have to say, some of the people in that chat were some of the biggest douchebags I've ever seen. They're just being totally dicks for no reason. They started talking a lot of crap about another YouTuber, and I didn't really want to like jump in. I kind of wanted to see where it was going to go at that point, because I kind of felt like they were going to talk crap about me at some point, since they kept mentioning this other YouTuber, who I'm not going to name, but one of the other popular ones since console has popped up. And I really felt bad too. Like, I couldn't believe I was seeing people say that. There were people defending the guy, so I thought that was cool. But like, I just couldn't believe like I get it that the people on PC are salty. I get that they're salty that Gazillion have the audacity to understand that, you know, they're not going to be able to bleed that stone much drier. But at one point, one of them made like a completely disrespectful remark about one of the devs posting Hearthstone like RNG stuff. Like there's somebody that's been posting some of their pulls off like loot boxes in Hearthstone, and to me that was completely off base because you know these guys have Twitter and they will answer questions practically 24 hours a day. And it doesn't matter if it's the weekend or what. They are very responsive on Twitter, and they'll answer people. Literally, I've seen people from Gazillion that are on Twitter answer questions at like 1 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, you know? And I think that's above and beyond as far as I'm concerned. And these people were talking shit because one of them plays other video games and post about what they get in loot boxes like we do as fans. And I know that there are people out there that'll accuse me of white knighting for Gazillion or whatever, and I don't even give a shit anymore. But to me that was disgusting, and like I was trying to go to sleep. I really didn't want to be like get all fired up or anything. I didn't want to sit there and like have a chat box argument, but like I was just like, I'm really shocked at just how pathetic a lot of people are acting over a lot of things, and I just have to, I just have to like get that off my chest, man. And it's bullshit, you know, like it's unacceptable. So I don't understand why people like have to piss on others having fun and enjoyment. Like that's kind of one of the reasons I've been staying away from the forums lately too, because like God forbid I appreciate what devs do, because I've played a lot of video games, I've interacted with a lot of publicists in my life, I've interacted with a lot of companies in my life, I mean doing what I've done, and I know these people are trying. You know, it's not their responsibility to go straight to the forum to tell the people of the forum what's going on. Social media has way more of an impact. And yeah, they definitely do need to do a better job of, you know, saying what's going on some of the time. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, what they do in their personal time and on Twitter is, like, completely up to them. They don't have to, you know, only talk about Marvel Heroes, like, 24 hours a day. Like, when guys from Gazillion or any company are off work, they're not in the office, they can post whatever they want. If they want to post pictures of their dinner, if they want to post pictures of other video games they're playing, good for them. Like, I hope they're having a good time when they're not at work, because God knows we all do too, right? Like, I mean, everybody has a job or has had a job or whatever it may be. And I know I'm on a bit of a rant here, but really frustrated me reading that, and it took every ounce of restraint that I had to not engage, because it was like almost 3 in the morning and I just could not. I wanted to go back to sleep, but like I had to rage a little bit there, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, man, they were somebody in the chat already said who was being roasted, and it sucks because like that person puts a lot of hard work and passion into this game and loves this game and just tries to do something positive like for the game for whatever reason he chooses, you know. And I don't know, man, this seemed really fucked up. So anyway, I apologize for my rant, and yeah, I did swear a couple times. I do my best to not do that, but you know, sometimes you just kind of got to do what you got to do, and I'm trying to illustrate my point. I'm really getting tired of some of the toxic culture that's going on with this game. Like, it's a video game. There are gonna be problems. There are gonna be things that they have to fix. Like, people bitched and moaned for months, like for so long, that the game wasn't out on Xbox, and now it's out on Xbox. And yeah, you know, every once in a while you have to stop running so so that the game can fully load. You know, shocker, there's a reason why they held the game back on Xbox, you know? Like, they're doing their best. They're not a huge studio. They're not Activision. They're not Infinity Ward. They're not, you know, DICE. They're a small studio that's doing the best they can. They're trying to get all the stuff over the console. They're doing their best. Like, what more, like, I get it. We've all spent money on this game. I've spent as much or more money on this game as anybody else. I'm playing on 3 platforms. I mean, like, just, there's fair and then there's not fair. And, like, the game's a fun game. And I get it if you want to complain if things aren't going your way. I get it if, like, you feel like things are expensive, but I don't know, be constructive or just shut up. Anyway, I've said everything that I have to say about that, so anyway. No, I hear you, Rifle RA. And that's why I'm not like, that's why exactly why I didn't get involved with that. And what Rifle RA said was, hey Jay, word of advice with ignorant people, you leave them in the middle of the ocean, because sometimes people on board and they will end up sinking your ship. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. And that's kind of why I'm disengaging, and it sucks. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm innocent. There are a lot of times that I can be very sarcastic on the forum too, when somebody asks a completely idiotic or unfair question, you know? Like, I can totally be sarcastic, but I feel like there's a difference, you know?
They're more sentient things to punch.
Yeah, not doing Brian Bananas, not doing Lego World right now. We're doing the Marvel Heroes Omega. So, thanks, Rifle R. I appreciate you. So, like, I don't think toxicity is gonna solve anything, you know? What's happening, Glowing Potato? No, I don't want to, like, I don't want to make, like, a big deal about this, and, like, I don't want to say the person's name in the video. Like, you guys saying in chat is fine. I was actually pretty shocked by that, because, like, I just don't understand. He does a lot of positive things for the game. It just seems like bitterness to me, and I mean, obviously, you know, but... Cryptic wording, why do I play on normal while leveling characters? That's a good question and a fair question. The reason is because I open my game up for others to join, and if I open it for a difficulty that they can't play, then it defeats the purpose. So I understand that I'm taking a little bit of a hit so that I can, you know, play with people, you know, fans. That's a very fair question, but yeah, that's basically it. I only play on normal mostly because, you know, I know I can level faster with other difficulties, but I just do it on normal so that I can make sure I get in with everybody. Because, you know, right now I've got 4 other people playing with me, and they may not necessarily, you know, be playing on a character that they've passed trials with, you know. So, I'm gonna play with this group until I reach level 49, and then we'll open it up for a new group. So, yeah. And that was 100% a fair question by Cryptic too. Like, I mean, like completely fair. And I don't mind having to explain that a few times because it's a good question. Theoretically, if I was going to be just pure leveling, I would do trials and I would try to play on the higher difficulties. So, yeah, I think part of the other reason I like it, and this is like, honestly, it's 90% my first answer, which is making the game available for everybody, but 10% of it is I look at chat a lot, and when you're playing on heroic or super heroic, if I look at chat for like 1 second, I could be dead by the time I look back at the game. So that's a very small piece of the puzzle, but I'm not gonna lie, that's another reason why I think of it, because there are times that I'm like button mashing, and I'm not even actually anywhere near hitting something, and nobody's ever called me on that, which I think is amazing. But yeah, there are times where I'm looking at chat, I'm not even remotely like paying attention to the actual screen, and I'm like doing this. I'm over here, like I'm like just sitting here doing this, and nobody's ever called me on that. So anyway, choose other heroes, please. No, I'll choose Magic when we hit level 60 with Ghost Rider. This is one of the very few streams where I'm going to play multiple characters in one stream, so
They have broken through our defenses.
Jonathan Rivera. Does anybody else notice how tight American Dream's costume is, especially around the I can't say the word. Oh, the cooch. Oh man, yes, I've noticed that myself. It's a wonderful thing. Valver, that's why I bought it. You listened to all of Animosity by Seven Dust and it blew your mind? Dude, Animosity by Seven Dust is easily one of my top 5 favorite albums of all time. It might be my favorite album of all time. Home by Seven Dust is another one. Like, Seven Dust is such an important band in my life, like, for so many reasons. Like, honestly, my favorite band of all time. I've seen them live 30 times, and they're some of the nicest people I've ever met. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've met them. They're always so nice to me. You know, some of their songs really got me through some rough times. Angel Sun. It's a beautiful song. When I was in college, I had a friend named Jennifer, and she had cystic fibrosis, and you know, she passed away right around the time, right after Angel Sun came out. It was also right around the time that Rose of Sharn by Killswitch Engage came out. And just both of those songs just make me ball up in tears because how much I miss her. Like, literally, like, one of my best friends ever. In a different world, like, without her being sick, I mean, we're quite possibly married with many kids today, you know? Like, we never really, I don't know. We never really, took the friendship that way because of it, but yeah, like, can't even tell you how important that band is for me. So yeah, man. Cookie Bandit. You actually hope there isn't a social update? I just don't feel like the chat box is going to get used that often. I will always turn it off. Just because I'm not going to sit here and type messages with my Xbox controller or my PlayStation, and I'm not plugging in a keyboard either, you know. You listen to Blackout the Sun? Not my favorite by them, but it's still pretty cool. Favorite color is red. I mean, it's been a long time. She passed away in 2003, I think. So yeah, it is what it is. How do you complete raids? There's no raids on console yet, so. Alright, I said level 49. I guess we're about to hit 50 with Ghosty, so let's just stick it out to 50 here. Oh, I'm fine, Josh Savage. I appreciate that. I mean, it's been... She passed away almost 14 years ago at this point. So, I mean, actually, let's go back to Tower now. So, this group's been with me for about a half hour, so... Your favorite song by Seven Dust is Driven? Yeah, that's a good song. I like that one. You would be shocked at how many bands absolutely love Seven Dust that you would never think listen to Seven Dust. I don't know. There's a band. They're actually pretty big. There's a band called the Acacia Strain. And back when I lived in Jacksonville, Florida, they used to actually stay with me. And they used to, one night their singer, Vincent, literally spent like all night going through my CDs and ripping Seven Dust CDs to his computer so he could put them on his iPod. So anyway, let's get Angela back in here. Get back in the picture, Angela. Hold on. There we go. So, I know that, alright, first of all, this group, thank you guys for joining. I'm going to go ahead and drop you out here, and we're going to pick up a new group. Please only join if you have not been in a group yet. So,
you don't need when you got me around.
Actually, let's do this real quick.
Which your soul teeters on the edge.
I know that the band Bury Your Dead are big Seven Dust fans. There's a lot of influence there. So.
Come on, just say it once. Moose and squill. You may deserve punishment, monster, but perhaps Banner does not.
We're about to hit level 50. Let's give him that. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Critical, oh yeah. Alright, anyway. Yeah, old school kid, thanks for joining, man. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and open up a new group, and I would like to get people that haven't played yet. You guys could stick around with me on Ghost Rider until he hits level 60. And then we'll get another group in for... what's her name? Magic. Right.
Iron Man, are you sure you don't need a new sidekick?
Ark Survival Evolved. I mean, I'd consider it. Yeah, this is on Xbox, sorry. Moose and Squirrel. Have I ever played Counter-Strike? I have not. Never really did much for me. So, alright. Alright, so far we've got Shiny Luxray, Mason Red, and Newsflash 207. Let's just go to Mandrapore now. Hold on. Story, Chapter 3. Clear Beach. I wish PS4 and Xbox could play together, man. Rust in Peace is the most important album to you? I'm not a big Megadeth fan, man. I know we had that conversation before. I mean, I grew up with, like, Kiss was one of my first, like, rock bands I ever listened to. My uncle actually used to work for Kiss. So basically everybody's first concert was generally Kiss. Haha, Shiny Luxray made it into the lobby. Congrats. Thank you for joining. What is this squirrel for? Not Squirrel Girl. Alright, hold on. We're just gonna speed through. Actually, we got a treasure room over here. Evil KLM is sitting there over saying, trying to get to trigger me. I already been triggered, bruh. Did I ever tell my story about the time I interviewed Kerry King and his wife? That was an interesting story.
It is a rare man who power does not corrupt.
Oh, looks like we got Trabra.
The weapons of vengeance are many.
Alright, level 50 for Ghost Rider. Oh, we dropped some people. Weird. Yeah, he pulled down her pants. Yeah. Alright, cool. I did tell that story. What do you need to start getting shield supply boxes? You have to have the shield supply boost. I did not understand that reference, 8 Milo, sorry. I hate this island right here. I hate having to like go around it.
Hail to the king, baby. Foolish to stand in my path.
It's from the Chappelle Show? I gotcha. I've seen little clips here and there of Chappelle Show. I have to say, I've been watching Supergirl, and I mean, there's some cringy stuff. I don't know why I'm transitioning from Chappelle Show to Supergirl. Actually, I think I figured it out. Mentally, it's like shows you should have seen, but you haven't. So anyway, I've been watching Supergirl, and the show has some cringy moments, but overall, I think it's actually really well done. And this is before it was part of the whole Arrowverse, too. So.
Death to the lackeys of sheep.
Like, I've seen Chappelle Show, like a ton of Chappelle Show clips, obviously. But I just never really watched it when it was, like, a thing. There's a lot of... I never really used to watch much TV. Disciple, I'm 100% sure that 75% of all things are cringy for you. Am I watching Game of Thrones? Hell yeah, man. Dude, Game of Thrones is... Like, I envy people that haven't seen Game of Thrones that can sit down and binge watch for like an entire weekend and watch like every episode ever and have it be new. You like Supergirl, just wish she had a fuller body? I feel like Supergirl is portrayed properly. Like, I don't really think of Supergirl as being very chesty or anything like that. She's not, like, I mean, she's good looking, but, like, she's not Power Girl. I thought they did a good job with Arrow last season, but I think they need to change the way they're doing things with these shows. You can't, like, every season it's the same thing. It's despair, despair, despair. They're beating us. They're beating us. You know, there's got to be, like, the problem they did with Arrow from the start is they tried to make him way too much like Batman. Like, it's Bat Arrow, basically, you know? The Green Arrow is supposed to be funny. Like, and don't get me wrong, I love Stephen Amell. But Justin Hartley's Green Arrow on Smallville, like, that was perfection for Green Arrow. I mean, he nailed it when it comes to how Green Arrow is supposed to be played. And I know Stephen Amell didn't write everything, but, like, Green Arrow is supposed to be funny, and there are very rarely funny moments with Green Arrow. He's always Batman. He's very dour and very serious. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe she was a little chesty, Raider Outlaws, but I don't know. The only way to get the loot boxes, shield supply boxes. Yeah, the only way you can get them is if you buy the shield boost, or if in your level 60 Marvel's loot box you get a boost from that. So. Oopsie. Death Clock's another weird band, man. I think I saw them once. But yeah.
Flesh and bone.
Like, I don't need I don't know. I don't need everything about Green Arrow to be serious, like, or funny and joking. Like, he can be serious, I get it, but like he is DC's Tony Stark, you know? Like, he is very much the taunter and all those things, so I don't know. Yeah, Monty DuBose was right. The prestige gifts also will give you a random boost. So that is also another way that you could potentially get a shield supply box. But, I mean, other than, you know, hitting level 60 and prestiging, you pretty much have to buy it. Oh, I liked it. Yeah, Raider Outlaw. I liked that Black Cat pick. She was nipping hard. I liked it about as much as Disciple liked my Katie Cassidy recommendation yesterday.
You are one charming devil.
None shall escape.
Yeah, you can, is what couch play? Is this game couch play? Yeah, I mean, it has couch co-op, so, you can do couch co-op with people. Rogue versus Black Cat, who's hotter? That's a tough one because Rogue is very chesty as well. I'm just gonna say Black Cat because just because I can actually touch Black Cat. Like, I mean, both of them are probably gonna knock me out if I get a little touchy feely, but at least I won't die if Rogue touches me. So is Nova basically confirmed to join all new Guardians? Well, it's going to be one of these two, it looks like. That's the cover of Guardians number either 11 or 12. And it's going to be either Nova or Darkhawk, it seems. How did that happen? Why can't I get over there? If that XP disappears before I get over there, I am going to be a sad panda. Oh, I wanted that XP. I like Taskmaster. I think he's an interesting character.
Bond my nature. You're stronger than you think.
Disciples always gonna bitch about something. Always something with you. Ha! Yeah, I don't really feel like fighting him. Thank you, Trauma Storma. Who would I rather join? I'm gonna be honest with you, this is gonna be tough to say, but if it's one or the other, I would rather it be Darkhawk. That way they can do something with him. I feel like no matter what, they'll find something to do with Rich Rider. Like whether it's his own book or putting him somewhere else, like some kind of secret Avengers or whatever. Like I feel like Rich Rider has an opportunity somewhere else. But Darkhawk needs something like this. So, yeah, man. What's happening, James Harris? Widow or Scarlet? Who's hotter? Like, Scarlet, like, from G.I. Joe? Definitely Scarlet from G.I. Joe. Nah. Disciple, never stop being you, man. Never stop being you. As long as it's all in good fun, I don't care. Comic book Scarlet. Oh, Scarlet Witch. I would go with Scarlet Witch over Black Widow.
Let them try to slow me now.
I don't love Olsen. I mean, she definitely has it better as an adult than her sisters, but I don't. I mean, she's okay. Wow, there are a lot of dupes out today. Do I know the band Dope? I wouldn't say I know them. but I've interviewed them before. They were interesting guys. I thought they'd be kind of dinks, but there were a couple of those guys that were pretty cool. I knew somebody that was in the band for a little bit. But yeah. What's up, Zay Gonzalez? Thank you so much for the kind words. Oh no. Oh yeah, 57.
Even the devil himself.
I think Infinity War is going to be just fine.
Never anger a witch.
Ever miss the circus rider?
Hashtag tap that like button. Hey, actually, hold on. I have to. Stop throwing things at me. Guys, I'll be right back in just a moment. I apologize. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Mutant or magic? Your powers are calling dark attention.
So you're the big hero they told me about. Funny. So you're the big hero they told me about. Funny.
Good Hulk. Nice Hulk. Calm. Calm? Oh boy.
How much blood must be spilt before I act?
Okay, I'm really sorry about that, guys. I just got like wicked sick to my stomach. And my bathroom's upstairs, so I basically had to drop what I was doing and run. So I was as fast as I could be. What happens when you do it live? Sorry about that, guys. I feel a little bit better now. Alright, anyway. So the XP boost started yesterday, and they originally only did it until like midnight Pacific, but then they extended all the way to 24 hours. I think it was like a full 24 hours of the XP boost, so. So, anyway. Thank you guys for being patient. What's happening, Hawkeye? What's happening, Richie Godzilla? What's happening? Yeah, Mysterious Moon. I wish it was my doorbell. What's happening, Trauma Stormer, Lateef White? Yeah, man. It's like one of those things they don't tell you when you start doing streaming, is that when something sudden happens, it's like, what do you do?
Kurt, have you and Logan gotten into trouble again?
Did I ever thought about Scroll Girl? No. I don't know, man. Must have been something I ate. I told you about overdosing on the strawberry Cheerios. I didn't even actually have them today. I'm not even joking. Yeah, Monty DeBose might have unfortunately nailed it. I was not feeling very good with my stomach, and yeah. I mean, we all do it, right? Anyway, so strawberry Cheerios, my girlfriend knows I love them, and she is like the queen of couponing, and I literally have at least 15 boxes of strawberry Cheerios, and she's basically gotten all those boxes for like about $1.25 each. And they're like not the like monster boxes, but they're like the slightly bigger boxes. Thank you, Glenn 2 Baseball. Appreciate you. Is it true that we're getting Darkhawk? Not in this game. They better let me voice him if we do. Haha.
I'm guessing
He can have my annoying little laugh. So I do not. What? I hate it when it does this. They've got to correct that. So, are you for real? I'm pretty confident that Darkhawk is going to be in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, though. So that's cool. Alright, so we're getting close to level 60 here. Just know you're healthy and regular. Exactly, I guess. Oh, man. Sounds like a little poo talk. We are getting close to level 60 with Ghost Rider. What do I not like about Mega? I don't know, man. Like, there's just something... I just really never got into them. It's like no one thing. It's just... I don't know. I saw them live with Seven Dust and Stained, and I want to say like Mudvayne, and I just did not enjoy them. Alright, I don't have any of these active. Protected. Need to. Ooh, actually, I like that. Lift percent, damage resistance, damage bonus. Fire powers for the visions. Ooh, now we'll do that. I can't believe I never used any of these. Stare, don't use that. Alright. Yeah, Ghost Rider is pretty fun. Gotta use those boosts, man. What's happening, His Majesty? Helmless Iron Man? Where did you hear about that? I haven't heard about a helmetless Iron Man. Do I like Avenged Sevenfold? Yeah, I mean, I did. So I was on Avenged Sevenfold I can guarantee you, I was on Avenged Sevenfold before virtually anybody. I had Sounding the Seventh Trumpet from their record label when they sent it to me when I was doing college radio. And tapping in Jay Austin. Thanks for the like. So they were on Sounding the Seventh Trumpet, which I believe is their first album. They might have had one album before that. And their record label sent it to me, and their publicist was like pitching it real hard, and they're like, dude, this is right up your alley. So I listened to it, loved it. They did a show in Massachusetts at a place called the Palladium. Upstairs at the Palladium, which is basically the bar area upstairs. Upstairs at the Palladium can maybe hold 200 people. And I saw them play upstairs at the Palladium with My Chemical Romance. I literally stood on the stage and shot photos of them. And after the show was over, my friend and I took Avenged Sevenfold to a local diner, and they got us like breakfast basically. Like it was like 1 in the morning after the show, and they basically got us breakfast. So I had dinner, breakfast, whatever you want to call it, with Avenged Sevenfold all the way back then, before they'd even released the song with like Eternal Rest and all those songs. I can't think of it. It was like a Black album. So I don't want to sit here and say I knew them, we were friends or anything. My friend knew them at the time. But yeah, man. After that album, what was it? Waking the Fallen, maybe? After Waking the Fallen, I didn't really like what they started doing. Like, I know that their singer hurt his voice. I just didn't like what he started doing with his voice. The kind of Guns N' Roses stuff wasn't for me. But they were cool guys, man. They were really nice. I remember them shooting like BB guns and stuff after the show. It's kind of funny.
Let's talk.
All right, level 60. So, anyway, that's my Avenged Sevenfold story. I have lots of stories about a lot of bands. So, on the PC side, I know that you can enhance the look of big heroes. So we're going to make Hulk look bigger visual on consoles. There is not, no. Oh, I didn't know anything about the helmetless Iron Man. Interesting.
He's a rare man who power does not corrupt.
Nope, you have to log in every day in order to get your Eternity Splinters. Alright, who are we missing? Jean Grey?
What do you want? What do you want?
Alright, let's
What do you want?
let's do this one more time with Jean. There she is. Okay.
What do you want?
Alright, that'll be the one we share. Alright, so there's another group, guys. I'm going to go ahead and drop this group, and we're going to do one more group. My preference would be to, if people that haven't played with us yet would join up. And let's open that marvelous loot box. Ah, this would have been a costume if I didn't already have it. And large XP for Daredevil. That'll be good for when I prestige him.
A tiny little bug of a man. I suppose they're all tiny bugs to me, though.
Anyway, what's my opinion about the hero? I find him really weak. So I think Iron Man's actually pretty strong. Like, I mean, he's not like the strongest, but I do prefer him a lot more on PC. I'm sorry, on console than I do PC. So I'm kind of, I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of the characters can feel weak at times, but I think Iron Man does pretty well. Alright, let's see. Alright, so here we go. This is the last group we're going to start up here.
Shut
Let me tell you
Xbox
the
One,
situation.
please only join if you haven't played yet today. We're going to switch over to Magic in a moment.
Don't let people try to convince you you're crazy, Wanda. It's not fair and it's not right.
Alright, let's see if I can catch up with these chats. Guns N' Roses, your favorite band? That's cool, man. I was never a big Guns N' Roses fan. You like Disturbed? I liked Down with the Sickness when it was out. I grew out of Disturbed real quick. So. Alright, let's get Magic in here. So look at this, guys. We are almost at a complete roster of level 60 characters on Xbox One. I also have like a ton of people at level 60 on PS4. So all things considered, we're doing pretty good. Magic's the next closest. I should hopefully be able to get Magic to level 60. So. When you prestige a character, you get like a prestige box.
We're saved.
After all the
It comes
trouble
with
I've brought to the
usually
X-Men, I
a
am
random
truly grateful
boost
to have
and a
second
couple
chance.
Eternity Splinters. Here's the thing that I don't understand. Like, people seem to think that prestiging is supposed to be some big reward. That is not what prestige is. Prestige is just adding to your it's flair. It's like when you have prestige, you have notoriety. You don't necessarily get rewarded for prestige. The reward of prestiging is prestiging. It's having that added, something to your character. In this case, it's the icons next to your name, like the guy that just joined us, Hawkeye, Agent Hawkeye B. He's got that little icon next to his name, so you know that he's prestige.
World's greatest
You
archer,
know that
at your
he's,
service.
done his thing. So
Here's to new memories. Perhaps
that's
they
what
will be good
prestige
ones
is
this
about.
time.
Like, I don't know where everybody came, and it's not just people asking in the stream now. It's like in general, everybody seems to think that you should get like this awesome, great, amazing reward for prestiging. That's not really the point. It's literally, like Milo said, it's bragging rights. Like, that's what prestige is all about. Like, the prestige of going to Duke University or Harvard, Like, you have prestige for going to those schools. That's literally all it is. It's, bragging rights. So, how do you join? Just find me and join off my name. So, what are we going to do here? I don't want to do Manjapur again. Oh, man.
World's greatest archer, at your service.
Let's go to, hold on, which one is it? Outer Compound, Chapter 6. Let's do that. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. I can't believe this is still a thing. Ooh, violence. My man Rob Flynn in violence. Alright, destroy searchlight, destroy ammo crate. Are those not ammo crates?
Your resistance was expected.
Yeah, we're in the wrong place. I don't know why it brought me here.
The mystic ability of the Iron Fist is impressive, but ultimately futile against the Soul Sword. Be thankful we are allies.
Come on. What's happening, Christopher Brinkley? Alright. Oh, no. Alright, so we want to destroy ammo crates. We want to destroy military jeeps. We want to destroy searchlights. How did that not destroy? I agree that the icons are ugly. They are not budging on it, and I think it's. I do think it's to their detriment. I don't think it's. I don't love it. I think that they really are missing the point. I think the fans really love the colors. So at some point, it doesn't really matter what they think. It really should all be about the fans. The people that are paying for your game, if they overwhelmingly, and they have, everybody is very overwhelmingly, I feel like, said they want the colors. I don't know. The bonus XP goes until 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. So we have approximately 5 more hours of double XP. Alright. So we need to find searchlights and jeeps.
Where did I go wrong?
So at this point, anybody that's already played, so I think we've given it a fair amount of time. Anybody that wants to try to join again is fine. Yeah, we gave them a few minutes, nobody else joined, so feel free to try to join again. We got one more spot open, it looks like.
By all rights, I should rule this place by sun.
See, that's why I think Iron Man is so cool. I love that move. Alright, we need to tap an Alphaman 35. Welcome to the stream. Everybody make sure they tap that like button. A tap-a-tap-a-roo.
You can't defeat humanity.
Still waiting to hear from his lawyers, by the way. I'm gonna say something controversial. I don't love Slayer. Like I get it, I understand. But I don't love Slayer. They put on a good show. I saw them when they did the Raining Blood tour. And they like had the actual blood raining from the ceiling. I shot photos of that tour, so I'd like cover up my camera. Do I think we'll get Doc Ock as a villain? I don't know. It could happen. Excuse me. See, I know it's controversial. I'm not a big Slayer fan. I've probably seen Slayer like 10 times too. Never because I was going to see Slayer though. Not a big Death fan either, though I do respect him.
Holding on to those vibranium rights,
Was it Chuck Schindler? Passed away. I do not know who Koran is. I'll be honest with you, Armed Darkness. I don't know what Neptune's Trident does anymore.
Something better.
I actually interviewed Phil Anselmo once. Oh wow, we already completed the quest. Did not know that. Alright, well we're gonna go to Midtown in a moment here. Schuldiner, yeah. I always get that right. I think Death was a little bit more before my time, to be honest with you. I think he had already passed away by the time I was ready to really start listening to metal. True story, when I was in high school, I basically listened to just rap music.
I could.
Alright, hold on. Let me actually let me go back up to tower quick. Let me show you if you guys are Pantera fans, I can make you jealous super quick. Hold on. Edit scene, delete. This is not from Pantera. Add image. Hold on, let me where's my photography album? This is not from when they were with Pantera. This is when they were with shoot, what was that band that the Vinnie Paul and Dimebag had? They were on tour with like In Flames and Shadows Fall when I saw them. Photography, pictures. There we go. Let's see. Festivals. Loco Bazooka. Where is it? Just give me a second here. Oh, why can't I find these pictures? Favorites. Let's do that. Alright, for you guys that are Pantera fans, here's a couple Pantera pictures for you that I took. Alright. Sorry, I know I'm really stopping this, but whatever. So there's one. Damage Plan, that was the band. This picture of Dimebag, I took that picture about, hold on, let me save it real quick. That picture of Dimebag, I took that picture about a week before he died. And there's one other picture of Vinnie Paul that'll make everybody super jealous. Let me just find it real quick. One of my favorite pictures I ever took. Sorry, guys. But not sorry.
Nice armor. But I'll
Here
stick
it
with mine.
is.
The squirrel girl has mastered the art of cuteness, it seems.
So, there you go. Those are some of the coolest pictures I've ever taken, all from Damage Plan. So, the picture on the left of Dimebag, the guitar he's holding is John Denius from Shadows Fall. who is currently in Anthrax, and he was they're sitting there, like the guys from Shadows Fall are standing next to me, and they're basically talking to Dimebag about guitars, and yeah, so it was pretty cool, man. But yeah, but for Vinnie Paul, that Vinnie Paul picture, it was at an outdoor festival show, and I walked up to him, and I was like, "Hey, dude, do you mind if I'm like shooting photos for the festival? Do you mind if I shoot photos next to you?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, man! Just don't get in my tech's way." And then he asked me for the Cowboys score. So it was a Sunday.
An apology may not
right, sorry, guys. I know I get sidetracked, but that's part of the charm, you know. So, Vinnie Paul and Dimebag, like, I didn't really talk to either one of them for like a super long time, but they were like both super nice. Like, I really appreciated them. They were like really super cool. So, ha, Corey Coonfield. That's funny. Jay has pictures of everyone. Yep. Dude, I did concert photography pretty intensively from 2001 to 2010, I want to say. That's basically when I kind of started to slow down, and I started doing YouTube mostly instead. Actually, it's probably like 2011 or 2012, but I kind of like got to a point with YouTube where I was like, it really doesn't make sense for me to spend all this time driving all over New England, going to concerts and shooting photos. There's no money in it, and I just couldn't do it anymore, you know. So, all right, so this stream's gonna go until Magic hits level 60 or 330, whichever happens first. Haha. Can't call yourself Dimebag and not be nice. I was never a huge Pantera fan. Like, I appreciate them. I like them certainly more than Megadeth and Metallica, or not Metallica, Megadeth and what was the other band? Slayer. But I did see Pantera once at like an Ozfest. But every time I interacted with them, when I interviewed Phil Anselmo, he was with Superjoint Ritual, and I didn't interview Damage Plan, but I shot photos of Damage Plan twice. Once at an outdoor festival called Loca Bazooka, and the other time they were on tour with, actually it wasn't In Flames, they were on tour with Shadows Fall and The Haunted. And about a week after the show in Worcester, Dimebag was murdered, and it sucks. I'll never ever forget waking up. I'll never forget waking up that morning after he was shot and killed, because one of my friends, he's a really, really amazing and popular photographer named Jeremy Saffer. If you've ever seen Outburn magazine, like almost every month the pictures on the cover are his photos. So like he does tons of photography. I guarantee you, if you like heavy metal, you've probably seen his work. He did a video for one of the band that has like a female singer that's pretty popular. I can't think of who it is. I feel like the singer left the band and joined a bigger band. But yeah, man. But he sent me a text message at like 6 in the morning, and he was like saying what happened. It was freaking brutal, man. I'm not really into Black Sabbath, no. No, man, we gotta talk about something, and unless somebody wants to change the subject. Shadows Fall are my boys, like, Brian Fair from Shadows Fall is somebody that I've been very friendly with over the years. Such an awesome dude. The most ridiculously long dreads ever. I've basically seen virtually every Brian Fair side project live. You know what? We gotta kill these super villains. My bad. Before the Osborns had a TV show, I met Ozzy and Sharon. Sharon was actually really nice to me. I had heard really negative things about her, but I got to talk to her pretty briefly. I shook her hand and she held it the whole time. Like she shook the hand and then she put her other hand on my hand and she held it the whole time while looking at me deep in the eyes the whole time we talked. It was a little creepy, but you know, she was cool. And I think I've told the Ozzy story before. Who's the biggest a-hole I ever met? You know, it's really weird. I've actually been pretty lucky. I haven't really met that many bands that were total dinks. There's one band that I've been told I must have caught them on a bad day. It's the only thing I could think of. Everybody that knows this band, all my mutual friends that know the band, say that this guy is the nicest dude ever. And he may be, but he might have been having a bad day when I met him. But the singer of the band 36 Crazy Fists, I did an interview with him, and I don't know, he was just kind of not feeling it. He was kind of a jerk. I don't know. It was probably one of the few times where I said, wow, this guy kind of is a dink. So I didn't really appreciate that, but I mean, otherwise everybody's been pretty cool. The band Chimera was really cool. One time I took a photo of the singer of Chimera, Mark Hunter, and he didn't like it. So this is back in the days of AOL Instant Messenger. He didn't like the way the picture came out. He thought it made him look stupid, and he didn't want people making fun of him with the picture. And I felt bad about it. So he this is in the days of AOL Instant Messenger. He sends me an instant message, and he's like, "Hey man," and he sent me a link to the picture, and he was like, "Do you mind maybe deleting this? It's not flattering. I'm not mad about it, but if you could delete it, I'd really appreciate it." And I instantly deleted it. I kind of felt bad because I probably should have known better. There's definitely a picture I should have deleted, on my own. But yeah. How many metal band members are slaughtered when they play? I don't know what you mean. The difficulty to listen won't put you in the same instance? Weird. Dude, Mysterious Moon. My Ozzy Osbourne story is also an elevator story. I think I've told this story. What's happening, Pug's YouTube? I think I've told this story on stream before, but I'm going to tell it again real quick. It's a combination of both server and regular XP. Think Thanos will ever be an enemy? Yeah, the long-standing rumor is there's going to be a Thanos raid. Anyway, back to the story that I think I've already told before, but it was the same night I met Sharon Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne was on tour with Mudvayne, Soil, Rob Zombie, and somebody else. And I used to know the band Soil, and they got me all access passes for that tour. It was the Black Christmas tour. And I was about to get on. I got on the elevator to go down to their dressing room right when Rob Zombie was about to play, and the band Mudvayne had just done a signing. This is when they were like still on their first album, so they had just done an autograph signing, and they got on the elevator with myself and my brother. So my brother was like freaking out because he loved Mudvayne, and so we're on the elevator with them, and we go down, and as soon as the elevator door opens, it's like right on the side of the stage, and Ozzy Osbourne is standing there by himself, just randomly standing there, and he looks at us and he goes, "Cover your ears." That's an awful Aussie accent. And then all of a sudden, Rob Zombie's pyro goes off, and then he just looks at us and he cocks his head and he smiles, and it was pretty hilarious. And then he just walked away. And I guess, I don't know how early in the tour it was, but I'm assuming the guys from Mudvayne had not had many interactions with Ozzy, because they literally also turned to us, and we're just, my brother and I, and we're just like, whoa, like, oh my god, that just happened. So, yeah, man. Anyway, like how many metal band members are drunk or high? Like these young metalcore bands always seem to be off. I don't know, man. They do drink a lot. Hold on. Now I have to. I don't have a picture with Ozzy, but I do have a cool picture from that night. Add image. Pictures, random. Vessels. Desktop. J. I know I have a picture like with bands. J. Sorry guys, this is important. Pictures. J with bands. And alright. I'm gonna throw up a couple band pictures here. So this is that same night.
Oh, Bobby, you're
Me
so
with Zach
weird.
Wilde.
It's hilarious.
Who else do I got that's pretty cool? Jason Newsted from Metallica. Add image. Who else is pretty cool? Andrew WK. Scenes.
How dare
Who else
you
is
gaze
pretty
upon
cool?
me, Stark? You know what pain you have inflicted to my people.
Vanilla Ice.
I'm Iron Man, but you already knew that.
Let's see who else we got. Here's Corey Taylor. Who else we got that's kind of cool?
Well, look at you, Mr. Man in a
Let's
Can.
see. I must have. Oh, here we go. Phil Anselmo. So there you go. So there's a couple of the J Meets random bands. Obviously, this was many pounds ago. Wearing my Seven Dust hoodie with Corey Taylor from Slipknot. So yeah. So there's a bunch of those. And then just to kind of give you an idea of how awesome the guys from Seven Dust are, let's do this. Where are we at? That's me with 7 dust. Add image. Let's see.
How the Guardians survived this long without me is one of the greatest mysteries of this universe.
J. Here's another one with 7 dust. Oh, here's Kerry King from Slayer with my brother. Alright, I'm only going to do 3 more pictures and then we'll get back to work. Who else is pretty cool? One of my many photos with Rob Flynn from Machine Head. And who else we got? That's kind of cool. Christina from Lacuna Coil. If you don't know who Lacuna Coil is, you can be very jealous of that photo.
Say, Nova, what OS do you have running that suit anyway?
And one more. Who do we got? Oh, I know a funny one. That's kind of cool. I could do... I will do this one. Claudio from Coheed and Cambria. So... Ice Ice Baby with corn is pretty cool. So... yeah. So there's some pictures from my band days.
With any incantation,
Can I tell my brother he
every
looks like
last
Jason
syllable
Segel?
matters. It is best to remember that.
I don't see it. Yeah, that's LeJean Witherspoon, man. LeJean's awesome. He is like literally the nicest dude I think I've ever met, like in a band. So anyway, let's go to chapter 1. So, anyway, sorry, I know that I don't know, I enjoy kind of showing off some of the band stuff. It's definitely was a big part of my life for a long time. Yeah, that's the singer Lacuna Coil. You know who she was with? Pretty sure she was with Jim Root from Slipknot. No Smash Mouth, negative Ghost Rider. No picture. I've never met Fred Durst, even though I lived in Jacksonville, Florida, where Limp Bizkit is from. As a matter of fact, the band The Acacia Strain, we were driving back to my apartment after one of their shows in Jacksonville, and we went over the Matthews Bridge, and one of them came to the realization of, oh my God, that's from the song Rollin'. If you ever listened to the song Rollin' by Limp Bizkit, at the beginning of the song, Fred Durst goes, John Otto, take him to the Matthews Bridge. And that's the bridge from Rollin'. And I could not stop laughing at that. So, chapter 2. So, I've actually never seen Limp Bizkit live. Or Smash Mouth. Alright, so we're going to do chapter 2 real quick. Story. Chapter 2, Cargo Barge. Christina Scabbia did a song with Megadeth. That's cool. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure she's with Jim Root now. She used to be with one of the dudes in her band. I would imagine, like, if you're a female in a band, like, that's like your best bet. She's got an amazing voice. Super sweetheart.
Something better.
I always liked the Kuna Coil. Biscuit's a must-see live. I don't know about that, dude. I probably should get some better gear. I haven't geared up in a few levels. What's happening, Justin Garcia? Don't have to ask for a shout out. All you gotta do is say what's up. I will shout you out for free. You've made cases for 7S with a company called Classic Cases. Super nice guys. Yeah, Paul Hamilton, man. I love 7S, man. Like some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. I've seen them live 30 times. I feel like I've met them almost as many times, and I've just had some of my, like, I don't like geek out very often, but every time I meet 7S, I geek out, and Lejean like basically greets me, I should say, like every single time with like a giant hug, and he's like, "Oh man, you family," you know, like that means the world to me personally. So, what's happening, Grez? Wow, Franklin Figueroa Ruse, did I miss you, buddy? Sorry. Did I miss where like he just started out with a-holes? Do I know the current singer of Arch Enemy? Is that the girl that was in This Moment? I don't know her. But that's In This Moment is the band I was thinking of that my buddy did a video for. One of the best shows I ever saw. I saw 7Dust on one of their. I saw 7Dust on both of their acoustic tours. But the last time I actually saw them, they were playing acoustic at a small club in Boston, and it was just such an amazing show.
So hard to save me, Aurora. I am not worthy of such kindness.
We're gonna go back down to. Oh, come on! I already changed it. Thought I said your real name. Well, there's somebody Franklin Figueroa Ruiz, and he just started off joining the group of us by calling us all a-holes. So appreciated that. What's happening, Zack Attack? What's happening, Darth Smoot? Finished leveling Doctor Strange to 60. Love the game on PS4. Nice, Grez. Nice. Did anybody get a chance to check out any of the videos I posted for Agents of Mayhem? If so, what did you think? I'm enjoying the game so far. So I'm going to play it some more. I'm only allowed to post the first 5 hours before it launches on...
I assure you.
It launches on Tuesday. So I'd like to do the... I'd like to do the playthrough all the way through, but we'll see. Like, if nobody's watching it, then, you know. Your name is Franklin with a Y? Gotcha. Heart probably skipped a beat, huh? Mysterious Moon is almost done leveling Beast. Nice.
stick around.
Yeah, dude. So I got an email yesterday from the company that makes the game, asking if I wanted a code to basically make content, and I was like, oh, twist my arm. Yeah, give me the whole game for free. I was gonna buy it anyway, so I think that's the best when you're gonna buy something anyway, and then you get it for free. That's why, like, I laugh whenever anybody is like, "Oh, you're just saying good things about Gazillion because they give you G." I'm like, nah, joke's on them, man. I would have bought it eventually. It certainly helps me though. Like, not gonna lie, it helps me a lot. It's awesome. Like, I'm never gonna complain about that. But like, at the same time, like, I feel like I help them and they help me. But there's like never been this, quid pro quo, if you will. Like, I'm allowed to have whatever opinion I want, and if I continue supporting the game, then they're going to continue to support me. So the Marvel Heroes streams are probably going to slow down as more games start to come out. I'll still probably stream it at least once or twice a week, just because I love the game. And I'll definitely do it whenever they have new content that comes to console. Like, I'll always cover the content, kind of like I did on PC. But as some new games come out, I'm going to obviously focus on those for a bit. I can definitely tell that, have I ever played SWTOR? I have videos on the channel of it, yeah. I can definitely tell that the newness of Marvel Heroes on console is starting to like wear out a little bit. Because I don't feel like we're getting as many people on the streams as we had been. So yeah, I'm honestly, everybody always tells me to play DC Universe Online. I'm not going to do it. I've tried to play that game 3 different times, and I just can't get into it. So I really don't foresee myself playing that game. So we're going to finish this legendary quest, and then we're going to call it a stream. I didn't quite make it to 60 with magic, but we did get Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider to level 60, and we set magic up to be level 60. I feel like we'll probably be level 48 by the time the stream's over. At least high 47, so. It's 2:30 a.m. Where are you, random guy, man? Are you, what are you in, like New Zealand or Australia? I feel like you've told me before, and I feel bad that I don't know off the top of my head. I just didn't enjoy DCUO, and honestly, when they added the Red Lanterns, I thought that would be when I jumped back in, but I just didn't enjoy it. Like, it's just not that fun to me. I'd rather play as the characters, you know? Indonesia, gotcha. Jakarta. Definitely feel like I learned that city and where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. It always trips me out to know that I have people that you know, love my content and follow my channel from like so far away. Like, whenever I go to like family things, like, they always ask me about it because they don't understand it. And I'm like, yeah, man, I got this fan. They're in Jakarta, Indonesia. Or like Ralph that joins the stream, he's in like Estonia. Or like Cam Stacy when he joins the stream, he's in, you know, the UK. And I know a lot of you guys are in the UK, you know. Have I ever played Ark? No, but I've seen it. I don't know, maybe I'll play it someday. City of pollution and traffic. I feel like that's like every city. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. is Cyclops a good idea to unlock with my 500 Eternity Splinters? If Valver is still here, he'll tell you yes. Cyclops is pretty good. I mean, if you're a fan of Cyclops, I would say go for it. Make sure you've played him to level 10 first, because remember, you can do that. I always tell people, make sure you play the character. If you're really unsure of how to spend your splinters, just make sure you play him to level 10, because you can do that for free, no matter what. Alright, level 47.
They may call you a monster, but you could.
Alright, we got 35 more peoples to beat. Alright, 9 more peoples to beat. I appreciate that, Grez. Iceman is my boy. Alright, 2 more. 1 more. Boom. Alright, so there he is. Let's just beat this mob real quick. Almost hit level 48. Well, I appreciate that, random guy, man. I'm just a dude. I don't know how I got to 200k subscribers, but I love it that I did, and I just try to make interesting content that people enjoy and hope for the best. So, no, it's cool, Decepticon,
No, I would follow you to the ends of the
or
earth and
Deception
beyond, Scott.
975. If people enjoy Squirrel Girl, it's fine. Like, I don't even think she's a bad character in this game. But, like, I just don't like her, you know? So, I don't know who... I don't think this Ghost Rider guy is with us.
Here's to new memories. Perhaps they will be good ones this time.
Alright, hold on.
Here's to new memories.
Killing it. Gonna get in the screen here, Tra. There we go.
You wouldn't have to be Avengers if you struck first.
Oh my god, everybody's trying to get in the picture.
Here's to new memories. Perhaps they will be good ones this time.
Alright, and... that picture was serious. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Whoopsie. Alright guys, well I hope everybody enjoyed checking out the stream. But we're at the 2-hour mark and got stuff to do. So, I hope everybody enjoyed the video of the stream and checking out all my metal stuffs. And yeah, man, we'll see ya.